Hi, my name is Lindsey Daaboul, and I'm going to be presenting my informative training presentation today. I'm sure there's people in here that are married, they have daughters, grooms, y'all have had experience some bridezillas maybe, or you yourself may have been a bridezilla. Well, this is going to be a good checklist for someone who is going to be planning a wedding here soon. Okay, so my presentation is going to be on the ultimate wedding checklist. So this is a moment in a girl and woman's life that is supposed to be the best time of their life, so why should anyone have to stress about it? When you should have everything laid out on the line and just go off one by one on how to properly plan your wedding. So I'm going to start with step one. Step one is to start a wedding folder or binder. This is where you're going to put all of your information in it, as far as the cooks, as far as the florist, as far as photographs, music, everything you're going to put together in this binder, and you will hold this binder for life so that you take it to every venue, every florist, anything that you're going, you want to make sure you take this with you. Step 2 and 3. Step 2 is work on your budget. Always want to start with a budget. So let's say you want to plan a wedding for $30,000. Start there and then go from there as far as pricing, and everything goes from there. Then step 3 is pick your wedding party. This is when the bride gets to pick who she's going to have as her bridesmaid, and then the groom is going to pick who they're going to have as their groomsmen. Step 4 and 5 is start the guest list. Always want to make sure that you have all of your family and friends there, but don't go over because you're paying by the plate or by a person, depending on how this setup is at the venue. Step 5 is hire a wedding planner. This is if desired. If it fits within your budget, then go for it, because wedding planners can get really expensive. So if you have good mothers and mother-in-laws, I'm sure they can all help you with all of that as well. Step 6 and 7. Step 6 is going to be reserve your date and your venue. And this is decided whether to have a separate location for your ceremony or for your reception. I personally like to have your ceremony and reception at the same place, and it avoids travel time with your guest. Step 7 is going to be book your officiant, and this is where you will you'll try to get involved in a church, have a priest, preacher, whoever it is that you're going to have that's actually going to marry you on this big day. Steps 8 and 9. This is going to be step 8, where you are going to research your photographers, your bands, your florists, and caterers. Always make sure that you keep all of this information in your binder so that you have them to be located on at any time. Step 9, start to hire the photographer and the videographer. Book the entertainment and then meet with your caterers. This you will be able to have the opportunity to go and have some tastings on the food and selections on what kind of food you want to have at your wedding. Steps 10, 11, and 12. Your step 10 should be purchase your dress. This is the bride's favorite time when they get to go and try on their dresses. I am a big, huge fan of Say Yes to the Dress. I watch it almost every day. But yes, so this is your bride's favorite part, and you should have at least 3 fittings to make sure that everything is perfect for you. Step 11 is going to be reserve a block of hotel rooms for your out-of-town guests. I'm sure everyone has guests that are out of state or they live a couple hours away, so you always want to make sure that you have something nearby your venue so that they can stay and relax and not have to worry about travel. And 12 is register. This is where you and your fiance or your bride or whoever will go to the stores and y'all start to check and see what you guys all want on your registry. And now it's time, the time is near, where you want to start preparing for your big day. So this is roughly between 7 to 6 months before the wedding. These are quick little tips that you need to remember and start planning. You want to select and purchase your invitations, start planning your honeymoon. That should be everyone's favorite part, is where y'all are going to go afterwards to relax. Also shop for bridesmaids' dresses, meet the officiant, sit down and have a counseling session with them. Send the save the date cards. Typically with your save the date cards, you do a little photo shoot with this, and then it's a picture of you guys, and it's shows your date on when y'all are going to get married. Book a florist and then arrange transportation from how you're going to get to these venues. You're going to have you're going to have a limo pick you guys up, a town car. So that's arrange your transportation. So 5 to 4 months before the wedding, you want to book the rehearsal and the rehearsal dinner, which is typically the groom is supposed to be in charge of that. Check the wedding invitations, make sure they're ready to go so that they can be sent out. Select and order the cake and enjoy your cake tasting. That should be a good, important time too. Send the guest list to the host of your showers. Schedule hair and makeup for your bridesmaids and for yourself. And choose your music, your band, and who y'all want to perform at the wedding. 3 months before the wedding, this is where you're going to finalize the menu and the flowers. You're going to order favors, which is typically a little party favor at the end of the wedding. And then you want to print cards and programs. Those are the cards and programs that you have when people go out there and when you sit down. Purchase the rings. This is going to give you a time to have enough time for the resizing and engraving if y'all choose to do so. And then send your event schedule to the vendors. 2 months before, touch base with the vendors again, send out your invitations. And the rule is to send out your invitations 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, 1 month before, this is where you're going to get your marriage license, mail the rehearsal dinner, invitation, stock the bar, send out as many final payments that you can, confirm all of your times and everything, and then purchase bridesmaids gifts, and then make sure to have time for a bachelorette party. And it's wedding week, so hopefully you've got everything together and ready to go and pack for your honeymoon and get married and enjoy your wedding. Thank you.